Okay. 86. Uh-huh. Couple of Vipers and a 6. 86 again, V Advantage again, F-Type, RCZ, RCZ, Kaiman, M4, GT, and Citroen. Okay. Okay. The Jaguar, the Honda NSX, the 86, the Viper, the BMW, the Porsche, Cayman, the Vantage, the Citroen, RZZ, and the 86. Uh-huh. So then I yield. After like the start of the race for the entire Grand Prix. After driving this Viper race that we just ruined basically. Well, let's just say that we might have redeemed ourselves. Right. So then this Porsche Cayman says, it's weird cars, you'll just get into it with them, you have a stick shift, you're on 86, you should be fine on the right or on the left, there's enough wheelbase, power weight distribution and weight, no matter the aspiration, you're friendly naturally aspirated. Just go already, and don't be a baby. What are you talking about? Newborn, Tin, Echo, and Girl are all trapped in baby mode. The old man, the old lady, and then the young man that is also supposed to be trapped in me, that is a fake Echo, that is just like, what are you even saying? Why am I supposed to be a baby? This is insane. Just saying then. I don't know what you said then. Fine. That's hilarious, you didn't even say fuck that, you motherfucker to me! Go say it, okay then. So then, like, why did this happen? Because I have to, there's no defending from that middle of the pack and then in the car list, the car, so that the maintenance and production doesn't laugh at me. Okay, but then the animation is broken then. Well, this is the game telling you to mind the aspiration. Okay. Or the fact that you're just gonna hand over the overtake. You're just gonna let them have the overtakes and then it's fine to lose and then it's like the sportsmanship thing. Well, it's good for your brain, it's good for your mind, it's good for your body, it's good for your soul, it's good for anybody around but you and you know, if you want to go with somebody else first or you first, and then self-interest, self-sufficiency, right? Self-centeredness, selfishness, right? Nobody just makes a 9 run baby, you know, a Mises baby, and then a Howard Hughes baby, right? So then it's at the green hell, right? With the Porsche Cayman getting away from me and the carless, but then you're like catching up, painfully and excruciating and grueling. So, okay, there's like a headache or something, right? Okay. So then I have this injury from the Viper, saying like you you have overdriven an overdrivable car, or that you can only overdrive. What is this about? But then we get into it with the car list, like the first podium and the second podium and the third podium, right? Now this Porsche and this Vantage say, listen, that's a lot of easy overtakes, but you and this Citroen and this RCZ have a good bit of, you know, getting to know each other about yourselves. And I go, listen, RZZ, this has nothing to do with the fact that you're from front, turbo aspirated, you know, I got nothing but respect for that outline on your right. Now this Citroen is a lot of bullshit, fucking up all of this aspiration. And he goes, I'm a fake safety car, what do you want? And I go, fine. RZZ then says, you have all of the overtakes, I'm just such, you know, tin. I could even say I am being puppeted by girl. And where would be baby be? And then if not the Jaguar, that is a supercharger, that is for the old man, that is just assistive, or not suggestive. And I'm like, great. Everybody has a sense of humor. They should just go swimmingly, right? Without any drugs. Sobriety, virginity, asexuality, Right. So then I said, the RC said, I'm passing on the right, do you mind? I was like, if you mind this overtake later on. I was like, great, we're a team, you and I. You and me. Again, the good stuff. You know what it is, just the good stuff, just again. Don't even ask. It runs out. So then I'm behind this supercharger Jaguar that is just a lot of easy overtakes, and I'm like, well then I would be ahead. Whereas the fact that the track would give out, and then I already paid for it with the Viper, and then, like, this RCC said they would overtake. I'm done, by the way, at the village, before the straights, I mean after the village, on the straights before carousel. Okay. And as RC said, is driving just a lot. Okay. Right. Track marshal says, are you okay from that Viper crash? And I'm like, yeah, sure, it's an 96. What is it with all of this easy overtakes? And he's like, well, the track has decided to just, you know, for the purposes, or just to maybe allow just, who knows, a left and a right, that's what the fuck, given that the Viper is such a big car. And I'm like, great. If you have a long dick, or if you have a big dick, or if your cock is huge, and then he's like, girl would like to know in terms of just like, what sock would you like to wear in terms of just like, if she were to just, while you sleep, come again? And I mean, that's what she said. Okay then. That was what she said, saying, I don't have the aspiration for this is your race, I am bowing out of this one. Great. So this Jaguar says, you're an 86? You're not supercharger? You could turbocharge and supercharge like me. But you're not a Jaguar like me. So why am I supercharging? Because you're old. So you don't have this overtake. I don't much really care. What is this about, really? You're an 86, that's naturally aspirated from rear, and then you could turbocharge and supercharge. But I am a supercharger. I cannot naturally aspirate. I was like, do you have anything in front of you that I should just, you know, or, I don't have, I lost the car list from, yeah, but naturally aspirated, I can turbocharge and supercharge. You don't mind a supercharger in front of you for like all the way? I was like, no, but where is this overtake? And it's like, I don't even know. I am a supercharger, front, rear. You're the naturally aspirated turbocharger, supercharging, front, rear. You decide on this overtake. Now, that could maybe be a Vantage or a BMW. Okay. This is going on for a long time, by the way. I am a supercharger. You are naturally aspirated, turbocharging, supercharging, naturally aspirated, front, rear. 86. You should be fine. Here's the overtake. As gracefully or as graceful as I can be. Great, it's an Aston Martin Vantage. And the Aston Martin Vantage says, listen, I am a European or you're an American Asian. Right, can you just not give me this attitude that I just also got from this supercharging crap? Well, I'm an airplane engine, unlike a really fat car. Can you handle this and not lose the position whilst you also go off the track, given that the track likes you so much? And I was like, what did you say about girl? And what did you say about me being an airplane engine stuck in a car? Okay. Do you have this thing that isn't, you know, girl or whatever? No, I don't have it. Okay, fine. Be that way. You don't know, it can happen. Great. Yeesh. It's the race where like they just like hand over the overtakes. It's one of those tropes or guys or traps, right? Right. So then, can I just, you know, and is that a Honda NSX and a BMW, whilst, oh no, the carless broke. Right. But then that's an 86. I mean, they tell me, listen, you have no idea how much of an easy overtake this is going to be. However, that is two Vipers, so they should be having a surprise for you. And I was like, down the middle, from the right, I have this left and right. What is it exactly? Oh no. And I'm like, I already learned from my mistakes. What is going on? We can barely think straight. Now, they are driving so far up my ass, whilst I'm up a mountain with a hair in it, and then with a stick, that I seem to just forget to steer, and then just, is that a defense? And me just getting first place? I was like, yeah, pretty much. So no, right? No, don't do that.